Good morning. Happy Tuesday. This is Keelin coming to you live. It is a beautiful slate-colored day here in Southern California. Today I want to talk about meditation. And just as a recap, the overarching theme this week is about listening. And yesterday I talked about manners. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about the power of mentors. Thursday, I'm going to talk about Toastmasters. And then Friday, I'm going to do a recap and kind of take some of the feedback I got from you guys, and we're going to talk about it a little bit there. But today, I want to talk about meditating. What is this? What the heck is meditating? Like, people talk about it all the time, and forever I was like, I don't get it. I'm just supposed to sit there? I don't understand it. And for so long, I didn't understand it. And my not understanding it was really interesting because my mom was actually a meditation teacher. In the 70s, she was a transcendental meditation teacher, which is actually where this little door hanger came from. It's from TM, Transcendental Meditation. And she was Christian, I would say, but she also, studied and was certified as a transcendental meditation teacher. So a lot of times I think people get kind of confused and think that you need to have one or the other. Spirituality, I kind of put in a different bucket than meditation. Because meditation really, I finally figured out during an interview I did earlier this year with my friend Jay Ponte, who is a meditation expert, grassroots superstar. I said, Jay, what's the difference between praying and meditating? And he said, meditation is listening. And when he said that, I was like, oh. And we talked about how when we're praying, we're usually asking. And or we're speaking, we're giving gratitude, or we're asking for something, maybe to bless another person. And when we're meditating, we're actually getting our mind quiet. So there's a lot of different kinds of ways to meditate, and Transcendental Meditation specifically, they provide you with a mantra to repeat in your head. But there's a lot of different ways we can do it. You can just, sit quietly and try to pass your thoughts away. There's guided meditation where you actually go on adventures, which is one of my favorite ways to do it. And the value of meditation, which I finally figured out after so many years, is that in order to allow for growth and allow for us to, Wiley, my dog, is right next to me, and he's licking his paws. That's why I'm making that weird movement. Anyways, so the value of meditation is we're go all the time. I am super high energy. I am going. I am here, there. My friends are like, are you omnipresent? Like, how do you do that? And the thing is that I take the time to slow down so that I can go fast, which might sound kind of weird and unbalanced, but it's true. And when we take 10, 20 minutes just to slow down and calm ourselves, which is meditation, that allows us to listen and allows us to open up space to actually hear the answers we're asking for. So whether, it's you believe in God, or you are buddies with Jesus over there, or you have spirit guides, or you're just listening to yourself, meditation allows you to slow down and just take it in for a second. Listen to the trees. Listen to my dog licking his paws. Slowing down enough to know that there's a problem there. And the power of it is just so awesome because, again, we're running all the time. And when we're running all the time, we're not feeling connected. Yesterday, I talked about manners and taking that extra second to hold a door for someone. It's kind of the same with meditation. And I love the quote where it says, if you don't have time to meditate, you should be doing it twice as long. And I get the value in that because we can even look at the bigger picture and, in the American society specifically, we work, 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 right? You go to your job and you work. You go home and you've got your BlackBerry, you've got your iPhone, and you're on it. And then you go on vacation and you're still available. And I have always, and anyone who's ever worked with me knows this about me, I am such a huge advocate for shutting it all down. You have got to refresh yourself. You know, I'm even, like, I love that somebody started vacations without technology. We actually go to Idaho every year, and this year we're going on a river for a week. And there is no cell service. There are no planes overhead. There's nothing. And we get away from the waves of it, the noise of it, the white noise even, you know? So meditation's kind of the small thing you can do every day. But then when you look at the bigger picture, when you go on vacation, unplug it. Be present with your family. Be present with yourself or your partner or your dog, you know? So I'm a really big proponent of just kind of taking a minute and just breathing, right? And listening. Because the more we slow down, the more we get to open up our hearts and take it all in, and then better feel. I love the back of this thing. Refreshed. So they say to do it twice a day, to meditate twice a day. I honestly am not very good at it. So I'm telling you all this to keep myself accountable, morning and in the afternoon. And I was actually talking to another friend of mine who's also a TM practitioner, and he said, you know, I think I need to change my diet. I'm feeling really tired in the afternoons. And he'd been really, really regimented in his practice of meditating. And, you know, I talked to him, I was like, were you still doing your afternoon meditation? And he realized, like, oh, I actually haven't been, because he had interviews he was doing, or, you know, life gets in the way. And, you know, sometimes we forget, like, we get into that routine and the power of it. I was just like, wow, like just having that, instead of taking a nap and feeling groggy, we get to just quiet and do the meditation. So a little bit about meditation and the history, because I love history. It's like, show me the facts. What is this? I mean, it's freaking old, guys. This is from AD 121 to 180, the Roman emperor. Okay? So this isn't something that's new and a fad and on the fringe. It's actually, we can find it in a lot of history. Now, transcendental meditation, which my mom learned, and taught, is one that came to light in the 60s. The Beatles went to India and learned transcendental meditation. It didn't break them up. Sometimes people say that. I don't know what broke them up. I think just time broke them up. But anyways, that's another conversation. But the power of TM specifically is that it really is based off of the idea of world peace. And I believe in world peace. I know that it's possible. And I also know that through meditation, we can feel a greater connection. So when we're listening and we're being present, we also get to be more connected with all the humans around us. And on Sunday, I participated in a nationwide TM meditation. We meditated for 20 minutes. I went to one of the centers, a beautiful home of teachers in Laguna Beach. And you know, you've got a group there, and then everyone in the country, and I'm sure around the world, started meditating together. And that's groupthink. Now, again, the meditation, it doesn't matter what religion you are, okay? Because it's not about the praying, and it's not necessarily about the gratitude at this point. It's very important, but meditating is really about listening, clearing out your mind, and listening. And feeling connected to other people. And the more that we can just center ourselves and connect like that, there's more and more data out there that shows it works. So we watched a video from the David Lynch Foundation, which is a big proponent of transcendental meditation, and they really show the data. Maharishi, who came from India to teach transcendental meditation, he was basically a scientist. he like super duper science. So he said, this isn't magic. It's not poofy stuff. Like, there is scientific evidence. And that's where he stood so firm. And to this day, they still, to get their funding, they get to use the science, the data, right? So for any analyzers out there, like, I don't understand meditation, there is a ton of like nerdy, awesome graphs and science and showing the power of, if you have children in an inner city meditating every day for 10, 15 minutes, how their grades go up, how there's less conflict in the school. I mean, it is kind of magic. That's how I look at it. And one other thing about transcendental meditation is I went and learned because you get a mantra. And as my mom was a teacher, she never taught me because she was out of practice. So it's always kind of this mystery. And after she passed away last year, I connected with a couple of her old friends. And one of them was a magician from my childhood. I remember him bringing me magic, actual magic, right? And I had a long talk with him about my mom, and he knew her from before I was born. It was just really awesome. And he suggested, go learn. And I did. And it was amazing because it connected part of the mystery of meditation and the mystery of my mom and put it together. And when I was going through her things last August, I found her materials and her books, and it made me more connected to her, right? So I'm all about connection, human connection. And even though she's not here with me anymore with us, I still feel connected to her through many tools, but this is definitely one of them. So, anytime I have an opportunity to do something positive for the world, that meditation, and to feel connected to humanity, I'm all for it. So if you guys have questions about meditation, let me know. I'm not a teacher, but I can at least kind of answer some of the questions. I know sometimes people think meditation's like cultish or something like that. It's not, and it's not a scary thing. It's actually scientifically proven to be really, really healthy. A really easy, free, simple tool that can relieve stress. And, the medical benefits, there's science on that too. Like, I'm just such a champion for meditation because I can just see it. I see it in myself. I see it in the community that I am able to be around. I do take the time to look at the successful people, and they meditate. That's one of the things. So, when we're kind of on this mission in life, we get to look at our core values. And for me personally, it's about connection. It's about helping the human race. That's what the whole Lady Liberty thing is about, is sharing different kinds of techniques and tools and stories to help us all realize how connected we are. And with meditation, I have a dream personally to have it be taught in schools and not have it be this scary kind of, thing that I think it used to be. I think it's a little more mainstream now, but also to have it taught in prisons and maybe even have it taught in the army or in the military. There's a lot of proven data out there that meditation lowers PTSD, like big time, guys. Huge. So how cool would it be if those amazing heroes in our military, that was part of their boot camp, and they had a tool to help them and support them while they go into different conflicts and the things that they see, instead of giving it to them as an afterthought to the veterans, which is amazing. I'm so happy that they get that tool, but how cool would it be to get to the root cause analysis and have this as part of our daily routine? Have breakfast and then meditate, or vice versa. So those are my thoughts on meditation. If you guys meditate, please comment below. I'd love to know what your styles are, how often you do it. And if you have questions about it, if I'm not being clear about something, just let me know. If I don't know the answer, I will find it for you. I promise. So thanks for watching. Tomorrow we're going to talk about mentors and coaching and a little bit of accountability. And with that, I hope you guys have a great Tuesday ahead, and air hugs for now. Mwah. Bye.